Just got back in from MK Dons away, as finished. Obviously a 1-0 win to MK Dons. Just my match reaction from today's game. Really poor from Walsall today. We looked really lethargic in our performance. A really lacklustre one from the Saddlers today. And, we didn't deserve anything from the game. And you know what, on the whole, I thought it was quite a poor game of football. It's very much a training game kind of game, really, in terms of the tempo from both sides, really slow. The transition into shape from Walsall was poor today. I thought we was just jogging back into shape. Letting the MK Dons midfield run the show. I think that showed a little bit of tiredness in our performance. No excuses in that, but we showed signs of massive, fatigue in that performance today. I thought, was second to every ball really, and a bit of a frustrating performance from Walsall. And we didn't show any signs really of getting anything out of the games. We had one good chance all game in the first half. Jack Evid should have scored that. If you look at the goal we conceded, really poor one to concede. I guess from an MK Don's point of view, is a well worked goal. Liam Kelly, good ball across and a good finish from Callum Hendry. But defensively, we've got to do a lot better. And I thought we looked shaky defensively first half. Second half, I didn't really have much of the MK Dons, and I think I just learned how to control the game in there, and I did, really. We didn't create much second half, no real chances to note, and I think the way we set up today was one very negative. I've got to be honest with you, set up in a 5-4-1 formation out of possession, and I still think we should have had another striker up top from the start today. The best form of defending is attacking, really, and, going on the front foot. And we set up in a defensive way, to be honest. And every time we got the ball, after they gave us the ball back, there was nothing to hit, and there was no vocal point. Nathan Lowe was coming too deep, in my opinion, back into our defensive shape, and that's where we lost it today. It was our own doing, really, and I think tactically today, nowhere near good enough from Matt Sadler, in my opinion. Second half showed a bit more signs, it looks a little bit more bright, but you'd expect that after going 1-0 down. Ray's Cleary had a few decent dribbles. Very happy for Danny Johnson to be back on the pitch. I'm hoping he gets back up to full fitness and he shows what we need in front of goal, that natural goal scoring ability which he has, and he did some decent stuff when he come on. I thought he looked lively, looked interested, which was the main thing. And I think what let us down first off was at our left hand side. I think Evan Weir and Tyler Allen got ripped apart down that side. And another note as well, in the midfield, considering we played 4 in midfield today, we got overrun in there. They showed us how to control the midfield, just take the sting out of the game, dictate the play. And I think, they had players like Connor Lemonhain Evans in there. They had Liam Kelly as well. I think he's an excellent footballer. Alex Gilby, probably one of the best players in this division. I think he's quality performance. But I think from Walsall's point of view, it's just one. We've just got to, go again next week at home to Bradford. But if we continue to perform like that, that's a little bit worrying from me. But we've performed well majority of the start of the season, so we're going to have performances like that. We're going to have off days. We've got to understand that. But it's about the reaction then. I'll wait and see how we get on against Bradford Saturday, and we want to see that reaction, which the squad has character. We've shown that so far this season. Just got to regroup and go again, but today wasn't good enough. I think they've got to understand that, attackingly and defensively, especially first off. We were nowhere near good enough. Second best today. MK Dons really didn't even get out of first gear. I don't think they needed to really to win the game. They got the early goal and then just learned how to control the play. And I think there'll be much more to come from then. I think they've got some quality players, but they can play a lot better than that as well. I think MK Dons fans will agree with that. But obviously they got the win, they'll be happy with that. From my point of view, not happy with that performance and result. But we move on. It's League 2. It's going to be a long and old season. We've just got to make sure when we pick up a defeat, we bounce back with a positive result, the next week or the following game on a Tuesday to, a big season for Walsall now. It's got to be more consistent. Would have liked to gone away and got something, to MK Dons. Are going to be up there come the end of the season, aren't they? So would have been good to get something away from a decent side, but we've got to move on. Like I say, man of the match, I couldn't even give you one from today's game. I thought there wasn't really any outstanding performers. I think what was the most disappointing thing was the tempo. We didn't show any urgency in our play. We're losing 1-0 at the end and we're trying to play it around the back, just get it forward, try and throw it in the mixer and hope something happens, when we're getting into the latter stages of the game. And then what was annoying beforehand, we were doing that all game and it wasn't working. So a little bit frustrated in my part, but, we've got to move on quickly on to Bradford, rest a few up, because we have some leggy performances out there today. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, leave in the comments your thoughts on today's game, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the Saddlers.